All right. Hello, Meridian, and welcome to yoga class today. I'm so excited to connect with you. So we're going to find a comfortable seat on our mat. So maybe that's easy seat or up on our knees in thunderbolt pose. So go ahead and choose which one you want to sit in. And then before we get started, we're going to take a quick peek around the room to see what we can see. So maybe we pull out our binoculars and we put them on our eyes. And let's hear, can you find 3 things that are blue in this room and just say them in your mind? And can you find 2 things that are pink? Using our little binoculars, yeah. Thank you, Art. And then maybe we find 1 thing that's yellow. Can you find something that's yellow? And when you find something that's yellow, come back to your seat. Yeah, good job, Meridian. All right, find your easy seat again. Slide your hands down to your knees for a second here. Maybe wiggle out your toes. And shake out your knees. And wiggle that spine up super tone. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out to relax. So we're going to start with something called sound breath today. Have you ever heard of that before? So sound breath takes away all the noise from out here and helps us to focus on everything going on inside of us. So what we do is we take out our wiggly fingers and we place our palms over our ears and say a few words, Meridian, and see what you notice. Can you say a couple words? Like, hello, my name is Rid. Does it sound different with your ears covered? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a few breaths in and out our nose, covering our ears. Are you ready? All right, so let's do it 3 times. Let's pull out our wiggly fingers and let's cover our ears. Take a deep breath in. And I'm going to close my eyes and you're welcome to join. And that helps us focus on what we're hearing even more. So close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out. And then slowly move your wiggly fingers back down when you're ready. Did it sound different breathing with your ears covered? To me, it kind of sounds like when you're in the bath or the swimming pool and you go underwater and everything sounds different. So that teaches us how to connect with ourselves. So Meridian, I've said the word connect a lot today. Do you have any idea what that means or what comes to mind when you hear the word connection?
Maybe sets could stick together with glue and tape.
Yeah, things stick together with glue and tape. So connection kind of means to stick together, like Legos, how they just stack one on top of the other and they connect. So now that we kind of know what the word connect means, how do we connect with the people in our lives? So maybe when we go for walks, we hold hands, right? That's connecting hands. When we look at each other with our eyes, we connect with each other. Can you think of anything else that helps us connect?
Blue eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So now that we know how we connect with the people in our lives, do you have any ideas on how yoga helps us connect with ourselves?
Maybe stick together with glue and tape.
Yeah, our mats. So our mats, they show us our boundaries. So what's ours? So this is our special spot to come to and maybe think or breathe, right? And sounding breath, when we cover our ears and we remove all the noise from outside, We focus on what's going on inside, right? Great job. Well, are you ready to start warming up our bodies for our yoga poses and then for our fun game? All right, awesome. So we are going to do something called a yoga pose pattern. Do you know what that means? So that means we're going to do the same yoga poses in the same order 3 different times. And Meridian, the first time I'm going to walk you through it really slow and you're going to follow along. And then the second time we're going to connect our breath to our movement. And then the third time we're going to try it on our own. Does that sound good? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to slide onto our shins. So these long bones in our leg, and we're going to sit on the heels of our feet. And we're going to take out our wiggly fingers and we're going to step them one in front of the other, lowering our head down to the ground for rock pose. And then from rock pose, we're going to lift up into tabletop. Good job. So we stay on our knees. Maybe we tuck our toes under for support. And for now, we're looking at the floor. Then when we, so find your tabletop, Meridian. Good job. When you breathe in, we're going to sink our belly and look up for cow. But we're staying lifted in tabletop, right? Good job. So cow. And then we tuck our tail, push away into cat, meow. We come back down into tabletop. Yep, so find your long spine. Put the tops of your feet back on the earth. So see how we're still on our knees? Good job. Sink your tail back, coming to sit on your heels and lower down into rock pose. All right, Meridian. Now we're going to connect our breath to our movement here. So breathe in, breathe out. The next time you breathe in, lift up into tabletop, where we're on our knees and on our hands. So breathe in, lift up into tabletop, Meridian. Yep, tabletop, so we're on our knees. Big breath in, big breath out. Next time you breathe in, lower your belly and lift your gaze up. Cow. What do the cows say? Moo. And if you want to tuck your toes for support, you can. Yeah. All right. Breathe out. Round your spine. Push away and tuck your chin like a cat. Meowing. Good job. All right. Bring yourself back into tabletop. Long spine. Untuck your toes. And sink back onto your tail for rock pose. Yep, so we come to sit on our heels. Yeah, and we lower our head down. All right, let's give it a try at our own pace. Ready? Breathe and lift up into table. Yep, table. All right, look up, lower your belly into cow. Moo, yeah. Round your spine, tuck your chin for cat. Meow. Make a long spine for tabletop. If you want to tuck your toes, you can. Yep. Lower the tops of your feet down to your mat. Come to sit back on your heels and bring yourself down into rock pose. And we're going to do one humming breath here. So we close our eyes. We breathe in through our nose. And when we breathe out, we're going to hum together. So breathe in. Beautiful. Jaw meridian. Slowly lift your chin up. Look at your hands. And we'll slowly come to sit in thunderbolt. Good job, Meridian. So we're going to start doing some more yoga poses in our flow or our sequence here where we get moving. And we're going to try to connect that breath to our movements, okay? So Meridian broke her leg about 2 months ago, but she is fully recovered now and able to do yoga. But our poses might be modified depending on how that leg feels, right, Meridian? Yep, and so if that hurts, then we're going to go ahead and plant our hands in front of us, tuck our toes, and lift our wiggly tails in downward facing dog. Good job, Meridian. All right, walk your dog inside the house. into our forward fold here. Yep, good job, Meridian. Maybe bend in your knees if you need to. And when you're ready, go ahead and hold opposite elbows in ragdoll. Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead and find your balance. Good job. Tuck your chin to your chest. Breathe in and roll that spine up really long. And when your spine gets long, you can untuck your chin and look forward as we bring ourselves into mountain. So we step the feet right underneath our hips. So maybe we feel our hips real quick, Meridian. And then we slide our hands down our legs. And we find our feet. Yep. All right, and then draw your hands back up tall. So we've got our legs, hips distance apart. Our hands come to heart center, please. All right, and from here, we're going to tap the left leg. Yep, and that leg that we tapped steps back. Yep, and we point those toes towards the long edge of our mat. Beautiful job. And if we look down at our heels, they run on the same imaginary line. Yep. And then we tap our front leg, Meridian, and we bend into our knee. Beautiful job. And hold your hips. Can you hold your hips, Meridian? And rotate your chest to face your leading leg. Yep, good job. All right, and then breathe in. Lift your hands up to the sky. Woo, warrior one. Lovely job, Meridian. Do you feel strong somewhere? Good, good. All right, big breath in. Big breath out, folding forward. Good job. Your gaze is following your hands. Point your hind toes forward. Meridian, please place your meditation pad at the top of your mat so we don't trip over it. Good job. All right, and then step your front leg back into plank pose like a very, very strong yoga girl. Good job. All right, we're going to do something called caterpillar next, Meridian. So our knees come down and see how our tail's still lifted up. When we breathe out, we're going to lower onto our chest and our chin. Caterpillar. And then we're going to breathe in and slink our hearts forward and slide our legs back into cobra pose. Yep, so we've got long bodies now, lifting up, looking forward. Can we lift our head up and look forward? Good job, Meridian. Our feet come down to the mat. Our feet come down to the mat. Beautiful job. All right, press your hands into your mat. Tuck your toes under. Lift up into tabletop. Yep, on our knees. Yep. Good job tucking the toes. Lift your tail into downward facing dog. Looking back at your legs, looking behind you, maybe wiggling your little doggy tail out. And then look at your hands and walk your puppy inside. Yep, forward fold. Yep, good job. Our hands stay on our mat. Our tail stays lifted. Right in. Yep, lift your tail. Good job. All right. This time the opposite leg is going to lead. So our right leg, or I apologize, our left leg is going to stay forward. Our right leg is going to step back. So the other leg. Yep, so Meridian, that leg is going to step forward. And the other, yeah, good job. Good job. All right, we point the hind toes to face the outer edge of our mat. And when you breathe in, you're going to lift up tall into warrior one again, Meridian. Yep. So let's see here, Meridian. Can you bring your hands down to your heart? Yep, we're going to step the legs together. Yep. And then Meridian, this time this leg steps back, okay? Are you ready? All right, step that leg back. And then our leading leg, we bend into the knee, bend into the knee, lift the hands up. Warrior one. Good job, Meridian. All right, breathe in, breathe out, fold forward. All right, we're going to plant our hands on the mat. And your back leg, Meridian, it's going to step forward into a fold. Keep your tail lifted. Beautiful job, Meridian. And when you're ready, we're going to hold opposite elbows. Meridian, ragdoll. All right, tuck your chin to your chest. Breathe in. Roll your spine up tall, and when your spine is tall, and tuck your chin and look forward. And we're going to do some partner poses to connect together. So see how we're in mountain? When our feet are together and our hands touch, we're a mountain. And do you know what it's called when the mountains stand together? A mountain range. And if we step our legs out wide and we lift our hands up tall, we can shake our stardust in partner star. And do you know what it's called when the stars connect? It's a partner star, but the actual stars in the sky, when they connect, they're called constellations. Did you know that? Isn't that cool? All right, let's step our feet together. Good job. And we'll let our hands sink down to our sides and let go. We'll disconnect. Yep. And then we're going to breathe and we're going to take a big balloon breath in. And when we breathe out, we're going to deflate all the way down to our mat like a balloon running out of air. Good job, Meridian. Okay, so you can take your meditation pet and we are going to sit at the top of our mat to start. So Meridian, can you have your toes face me, please? Yep, and sink your tail over here. Yep, good job. And we'll slide about halfway onto our mat. So slide back. Good job. All right. Step your legs out long. And as you lower down, you'll use one hand to fall back. And your meditation pet's going to lay on your belly. Okay, Meridian? And you're going to breathe into your belly, giving your little meditation pet a belly ride with your breath. So you breathe in, and your friend goes up. You breathe out, and your friend goes down. And Meridian, I'm going to have you stay laying right there, okay? So stay laying and breathing into your belly. And I'm going to read you a little meditation, okay? And while you lay and breathe, if you want to close your eyes and listen, you're welcome to do so. But I'll let you know when it's time to sit up again, okay? So go ahead and breathe into your belly and give your friend a little meditation ride. So close your eyes, breathe and rest as if you're falling asleep. Let go of all thoughts. Just feel your breath. I'll wait for you to settle, sigh, and melt. Release any wiggles, movement, and tension. When you're silent and still, I'll know you're ready to listen. With every breath, you become more and more relaxed. Great. Begin to notice how you feel. What's going on in your mind right now? Notice what it is, and notice how it's making you feel. Without trying to change anything, move your attention and thoughts to someone you are grateful to have a connection with. Imagine that you're with that person that you feel connected to, and you're doing the things that you guys love. Fill up your thoughts and inner vision with that person and that place. Experience fully how much you love them and how grateful you are to have them as a connection in your life. Take a minute to send them your gratitude as you lie here calmly, quietly, and peacefully. We'll take 5 breaths here, giving our meditation pet a prana ride. So breathe into your belly, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Keep on breathing. It's time to come back to the room. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take any final stretches that feel good on your back or your side. And then when you're ready, come back to a comfortable seat at the top of your mat. Yep. So we bring ourselves back to a seat. Maybe we sit our little friend on our lap here. We take a few minutes to get oriented with the space here, maybe looking around real quick, blinking our eyes open. Beautiful job. How do you feel, Meridian? Tired, yeah. Sometimes laying and relaxing can make us tired. So, Meridian, before we end class today, I have a little bit of a project for you to do, an assignment between this class and next class, okay? So, between now and our next class, we're going to take 3 sound breaths a day to consciously connect with ourselves. And we'll talk about the things we notice next week. So, Meridian, sound breath is where we take our wiggly fingers and we cup them over our ears and we breathe in and out. So we're going to do 3 sound breaths a day, okay? And then between now and our next class, we'll talk about it, okay? All right. Thank you so much for sharing a practice with me, and I'll see you next week. Have a good day. Yep.
Now can I have my candy?
Yep, give me just a second here.